Ever feel like you're stuck in a race, chasing after a 9 to 5 dream that feels more like a nightmare? Well, hold on to your seats, because we're about to unveil a shocking truth that's shaking up the very foundation of the modern workforce. Today, we're diving deep into the seismic shifts happening in the job market as the 9 to 5 job faces an overdue collapse. But this isn't just another tale of corporate struggles. It's a transformation that impacts all of us. The outdated system. Alright, let me set the stage for you. Imagine corporate bigwigs scratching their heads, crying wolf about a talent shortage, and at the same time, they're tossing out job termination notices like they're at a confetti party. Meanwhile, you've got the real MVPs, some everyday heroes, trying to balance not one, not two, but multiple full-time jobs. And the cherry on top? Unpaid overtime becoming an unwanted side dish for the hardworking souls out there. It's like a 3-ring circus. And guess what the ringmaster is? Yup, it's the gig economy, chomping down on huge chunks of the workforce. Now, why is this happening? Well, it's like trying to fit your oversized suitcase into that tiny overhead compartment on a plane. Except it's not just any suitcase. It's a century-old work system trying to squeeze into the ever-evolving, diverse job landscape of today. The struggle is real, my friends. Stick around because we're about to unravel the chaos, the drama, and maybe a few jaw-dropping moments in the overdue collapse of the 9 to 5 job. You don't want to miss this wild ride. Overemployed realities. So let's talk about being overemployed. Yeah, it's a real head-scratcher. Picture this. Instead of seeing those dollar signs rise on your paycheck, you're clocking in at job after job just to keep the lights on and the fridge stocked. And get this, 8.4 million folks in the good old US of A are playing this exhausting game of job juggling. Now, you might be thinking, why on earth are we doing this? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the murky waters of the job market and uncover why the old one-size-fits-all approach is about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. So why the hustle and bustle? It's like trying to squeeze into your favorite pair of jeans from high school. Yeah, they were great back then, but now, not so much. Turns out, the job landscape has evolved faster than your grandma's knitting skills, leaving folks scrambling to fit into a mold that's way past its expiration date. Stick around because we're about to unravel the mysteries behind the rise of the overemployed and why the traditional 9 to 5 grind just ain't cutting it anymore. Trust me, it's a wild ride you won't want to miss. Time as a worthless asset. Alright, let's take a trip down memory lane to the birth of the 40-hour workweek. Back in the day, it was the holy grail for the manufacturing crowd, where every hour was as predictable as Grandma's Sunday roast. But hey, fast forward to today's gig-filled, service-oriented world, and it's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. You've got jobs that change gears faster than a Formula 1 race car, and suddenly, that 9 to 5 schedule feels about as useful as a snowboard in the Sahara. Imagine this, you're sitting at your desk, twiddling your thumbs because there's zilch to do, yet you're expected to be there for a full 8 hours. Sounds familiar? Welcome to the land of the time wasters, where your precious hours are squandered faster than your paycheck on Black Friday. It's like time has become the office punching bag, taking blow after blow from outdated schedules and mismatched job roles. Stick around because we're about to uncover why time has become the ultimate pawn in the game of modern work, and why the 9 to 5 grind is starting to feel more like a bad rerun than a productive workday. The rise of gig and freelance work. Alright, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the wild world of the gig economy. Picture this, a staggering 500% surge in gig work over the past decade alone. It's like the gold rush of the digital age, with gig work apps paving the way for a new breed of hustlers to cash in on their skills. And hey, it's not just the seasoned pros getting in on the action. Unskilled workers are jumping on board too, thanks to the promise of flexibility and a side hustle that fits like a glove. But wait, there's more. Freelancers are riding this wave too, carving out their own slice of the pie in the gig economy's buffet. From graphic designers to software engineers, these savvy professionals are turning their talents into cold, hard cash, all while calling the shots on when, where, and how they work. Winners and losers. Alright, let's break it down. In the ring of the job market, we've got winners and losers duking it out. On one side, you've got the high-skilled wizards and the fresh-faced gig warriors strutting their stuff like they've got the golden ticket. These folks are riding high on the wave of opportunity, cashing in on their expertise or snacking gig jobs left and right. It's like they've cracked the code to job satisfaction and financial freedom. But hold on to your hats because on the flip side, you've got the regular 9-to-5ers smack dab in the middle, feeling like they've been left behind in the dust storm of change. Benefits? Yeah, they're disappearing faster than a bag of chips at a party. And job security? Forget about it. It's become as elusive as finding a unicorn in your backyard. Companies are tightening their belts, slashing expenses left and right. But guess who's left holding the short end of the stick? That's right, it's the regular Joes and Janes, wondering what the heck happened to their slice of the American dream. The creative business maneuvers. Now hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive deep into the world of corporate chess. Picture this. Companies are like grandmasters, moving their pieces strategically across the board, with the workforce as their pawns. Creative business maneuvers are all the rage, and they're using contractors and gig workers like pieces in a game of high-stakes poker. But here's the million-dollar question. Are these moves sustainable in the long run? We're about to peel back the layers and see if the 9-to-5's demise is sparking a revolution or just paving the way for some shady practices. So, what's the deal with these creative business maneuvers? Well, it's like watching a magic trick unfold before your eyes. Impressive at first glance, but you can't help but wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Companies are cutting costs left and right, outsourcing work to contractors and gig workers faster than you can say Jack Robinson. But as the dust settles, we're left wondering, are these workers getting a fair deal, or are they just pawns in a game of corporate greed? And there you have it, the unraveling of the 9-to-5 job. As the landscape shifts, we'll explore how to navigate these changes, ensuring you come out on top. As we wrap up another episode of Wealth Way, we're grateful for your company. We hope the financial wisdom shared here today aids you on your wealth-building quest. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and join our community by subscribing. For any questions or insights you'd like to share, the comments section is all yours. Until our next meeting, keep chasing your financial dreams because on Wealth Way, we believe your wealth is just around the corner.